friends. I just wanted to come on for a minute and talk to you about a topic that I blogged about a couple weeks ago. I said that, much like a coin, there are two sides. Every situation has a positive and a negative, if you're willing to look for the positive in the negative. And I received a message saying that there are some situations that are so intensely negative that it's not possible for there to be a positive. And I just want to challenge, if anyone is feeling that way today, I just want to challenge that. And I just want to say that if you are not willing to search for a positive in a negative, even the most negative situation, then you are limiting yourself from so much potential growth, and you are potentially shutting someone else off from learning and growing from your situation also. You think about some of the most influential people in the world who have learned from their situations, some of the people who have changed the world because of disease or disaster, been a victim of natural disaster or disease, and have actually touched an entire world of people through their set of circumstances. They would not have done that if they just sat in their room crying over their situation. They decided to look deeper and say, what can I pull from this? What can be done? Can I have something positive from this negative situation? And they decided to leave their mark. They decided to make a positive where there was a negative. And so if anyone is feeling that they have a situation in their life that is so negative, that is impossible to find any positive, you are limiting yourself so much. And you are limiting other people that could benefit from your growth and positivity. And so I would challenge you to sit down and think about what you could potentially or possibly do with your situation that might change someone else's life. It's not always about you and what you are going through, but what you could do to help someone else who might be experiencing it also. Another thing to point out is sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it's good to think of yourself as a flower. Imagine what a flower must go through before it blooms. It's stuffed inside of this thing, bulb, what have you, seed. It is buried in dirt and mud and yucky stuff. It has to be buried, and it has to bust out of its shell. It has to spring forth through the ground. It has to defy gravity to grow. And that's what you have to do sometimes too. If you fall down, you have to get back up. If you feel like life is burying you in circumstance, you have to grow. Because if you don't grow, you just stay buried. And that's how you become a victim of your circumstance, and that's how you remain a victim of your circumstance. It's a refusal to move. And that's no one's fault but your own. So you want to fly? You want your wings? Do you learn how to fly by being tucked safely into your nest? No. Your mom kicks you out. You free fall for a while. And then you finally grow a pair and spread your wings and you fly, scared to death that you are about to die. You take a chance. The point that I'm trying to make is that to grow, you have to get out of your comfort zone and you have to do something different. You have to see things differently. You have to make a decision that this is going to be different. You have to choose to see something that isn't there. And you have to focus in on what you cannot see and believe that it's there. And you have to work towards that goal. And sometimes that's hard because it's easier to see what is there. And sometimes what is there is negative. But I can guarantee you that if you focus on what is there, and if it's negative, the only thing that's going to find you is more negativity. The thoughts are magnets and they attract like things. So if you choose to focus on what's negative around you, more negative will find you. But if you chose to take your circumstances and what's positive from them, if you choose to help others with your circumstances, then more positive circumstances will find you. And you may not like what circumstances have found you. You may not like your situation. You don't have to like your situation. But if you want to grow from it, you have to learn how to live with it and make peace with it and be happy with what you have. And then more will come. I hope you all have an amazing day.